Dear students, welcome to our class on SRF, JRF, NET 2022 core group NRM, Natural Resource Management 1 group, so class number 4. Welcome. So as I said in the previous 3 classes, bits would be like this: list 1, list 2, assertion, reason. Sometimes they give the statements so which statements are correct. Now we start our class with the statement like this. Now arrange the following according to the wind speed. Arrange the following according to the wind speed. Now the answer is first cyclonic storm, B deep depression, C depression, D low pressure. Now usually the answers are given in 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So arrange them in order. So all the 4 we have to arrange the order. A, B, C, D we have to arrange the order. Now the answer is okay. As far as cyclone is concerned, okay, low pressure is there. Okay, depression is there. A deep depression is there. A cyclonic storm will occur. First there is a low pressure. There is a small low pressure, then a depression, a deep depression, then cyclone storm will occur. So this is how say you should choose your answer. Once again, in the cyclone, this is the sequence. Low pressure is there, depression is there, deep depression is there, cyclonic storm comes. Which law states that the wavelength maximum, which law of solar radiation states that the wavelength of maximum intensity of radiation emitted by a black body is inversely proportional to its absolute temperature. Okay, now the maximum wavelength inversely proportional to absolute temperature. The law is Wien's displacement law. Now which of the following is not a form of precipitation? Now which of the following is not? What are the forms of precipitation? Rain, drizzle, shower. Liquid forms, snow and hail. Solid forms, sleet and glaze. Mixed form. What are the forms of condensation? Now you should know both liquids, precipitation and condensation form. Dew, fog. Okay, in the dew, fog, advection fog, radiation fog, whatnot. Well, dew, fog, smog, okay, rime, sleet, rime, all these things are there. Here the answer is 3 precipitations are given: rain, snow, or virga, and one is given, that is dew, which is a form of condensation. Now among the following, dew is not the form of precipitation. Now as I said in the first 2 classes, list 1, list 2. So in the list 1, rainbow is photometeor. B, dust storm is a lithometeor. Litho means the dust comes from the lithosphere, that means solid. So litho, a rainbow is a photometeor. So VIBZ colors are seen, photometeor. The thunderstorm is a electrometeor. In the thunderstorm you get the lot of energy. Okay, that's why the final one. The snowfall is a hydrometeor. The snowfall is a hydrometeor. So these are given the list 1, list 2. Okay, what is the environmental lapse rate? When it is dry adiabatic lapse rate, it is 10 degrees centigrade per kilometer. When it is wet adiabatic lapse rate, it is 5 degrees centigrade. Please note when it is when it is neither dry or wet, there is a normal adiabatic lapse rate. It is not 10 plus 5 by 2. It is 6.5 degrees centigrade. Adiabatic lapse rate, normal adiabatic lapse rate in the atmosphere is 6.5 degrees centigrade for every 1 kilometer. I am standing here. If I go into the atmosphere of 1 kilometer, the temperature where now I am experiencing, it is reduced by 6.5 degrees centigrade. It is the average adiabatic lapse rate, also we call it as. What is lapse rate? The rate of change of temperature due to rate of change of pressure. We call it as the adiabatic lapse rate. Now here 2 statements are given: assertion and reason. Polar regions of the earth get nearly 6 months day and 6 months night every year. That is the assertion. The reason is day and night occur due to rotation of earth on its axis. Now both A and R are true, but R is not the exact supporting correct answer for the assertion. What is the assertion? Polar regions get 6 months night, 6 months day. That's correct. The reason is given is the day and night occur due to rotation of it won't give the reason for the first statement. That's what is the answer. Now next bit, select the correct statement from the following. So what are the correct statements? Here prevailing westerlies are related to fertile cell. That is the correct answer. Trade winds are related to Hadley cell, that's correct answer. And polar cells give rise to polar easterlies. Okay, now let us come from the first step once again. Prevailing westerlies are related to Ferrel cell. Trade winds are related to Hadley cell. Polar cells give rise to polar easterlies. Please note that over the equator there are doldrum. Equator is 0 degrees latitude. Okay, now what are the harsh latitudes between 30 and 35 on both sides of the equator, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere? You find harsh latitude. Now in this 1 minute back, half minute back, we studied polar easterlies are there. Okay, polar easterlies are because of polar cells. Polar tropical, as I said, the trade winds are related to Hadley cell and prevailing westerlies are related to Ferrel cells. Now see, the book Talking Environment is written by, the answer is Vandana Shiva. Talking Environment is written by Vandana Sharma. Okay, Vandana Shiva, please, Vandana Shiva. So, which decade considered as the United Nations Decade of Biodiversity? It is 2011 to 2020. Now, so what is the major component of fly ash? Major component of fly ash, SiO2. That's the answer. In which device corona discharge occurs? It occurs in the electrostatic precipitator. Okay, corona discharge occurs in the electrostatic precipitator. Now, which type of forest has maximum area in India? It is tropical dry decidual forest. Deciduous. Tropical dry deciduous forests dominate the Indian subcontinent. Which is the form of total amount of water present in the soil? Total amount of the water present in the soil is Hollard, Hollard. In which of the following system double digging method is followed? Bio-intensive agriculture. Bio-intensive agriculture. Double digging is followed. What is the permissible sound level at daytime in a commercial area? It is 65 decibels. Okay. Now, which is an absorbing solution used for sampling of SO2 from ambient air in, of course, in the ambient air, SO2 is there. Okay, which solution used? It is TCM. Okay, of course, potassium tetrachloromercurate. Okay, tetrachloromercurate. Now, so the next bit is which is the dominant source of NOx in the atmosphere? The dominant source of NOx in the atmosphere is fuel NOx. Now, if the organic content of a soil, some questions like this will be given. If the organic content of a soil at a depth of 125 centimeters is 0.2%, the SOC stock density of the profile will be presumed. You should presume the bulk density. Here it is given as 1.5 milligrams per meter square. Now, here the answer is 37.5 tons per hectare. It is 37.5 tons per hectare. Now, flux of water through saturated soil column depends on flux. That is, flux means flow. The flow of water through a saturated soil column depends on both hydraulic conductivity and hydraulic gradient of the soil column. Okay. Next bit of today's class is if wind speed increases by 3 times. If wind speed increases by 3 times, the erosive energy of the wind regime will be increased by 9 times. It is by 9 times. I repeat once again. If the wind speed doubles, or triples, what will be the question? The question will be like, here the question is, if wind speed is tripled instead of 20 kilometers per hour, 60 kilometers per hour, then what is the, what will be the increased factor of wind regime? 9. It is 3 square. 3 into 3. 9 times, erosive regime of wind occurs. The size of the nanoparticle is decreased by 2 times. If the size of the nanoparticle is decreased by 2 times, decrease, not increase. If it is decreased by 2 times, the surface to volume ratio of the nanoparticle will increase by 2 times. When you reduce it, it increases by 2 times. Now, when a monochromatic light of a characteristic wavelength is passed through a medium, the absorbance of the light by the medium depends on both two things: path length and concentration of the medium. Path length and concentration of the medium. Now, in a soil saturated, okay, in general, okay, the question will be like this: in a soil structural evolution study, okay, it is often said aggregation is fluctuation plus. What is plus here? The plus is cementation. Fluctuation and cementation, we call it as the soil structural evolution study. Okay, aggregation of fluctuation plus cementation is the answer. Which of the following statements about forms of precipitation is true? What are the forms of precipitation? Rain, drizzle, shower, slate, snow and hail, sleet and clay. These are the forms of precipitation. What is correct here? The correct is in drizzle, the droplets must be close to each other. The droplets must be close to each other. Now, in isotopes of atoms do not have what they do not have: same number of neutrons. Same number of neutrons they do not have. Isotopes of atoms. Now, the SI unit of energy is joule. If the dimensions of mass is m, length is l, time is t, then okay, m, l and t respectively, the dimension of energy is m1 l square t to the power of minus 2, m1 l2 otherwise, okay, square otherwise, okay, t to the power of minus 2. So what is the atmospheric layer where most of the weather phenomena occurs? The answer is the troposphere. Troposphere is also known as seat of weather phenomena. Stratosphere is known as the seat of photochemical reaction. So this bit will come like this. So which layer of the atmosphere is called as the seat of weather phenomena? It is the troposphere. Now, the height of the troposphere is average height 16 kilometers. At the poles, it is almost half 8 kilometers from the surface of the earth. Now, which one of the following models simulates the soil water flow process? Which one of the following models simulates the water flow process? It is hydrous. In the hydrous models, the flow process of water is taken into consideration. Now, for a soil being compacted, which is true? When soil is compacted, what is correct? The correct is micropore volume decreases. Micropore volume decreases. When we compact the soil, micropore volume decreases naturally. Now, okay, if two statements are given like this, assertion and reason. The assertion is map coordinate system is the result of projection of geographic coordinate system. Once again I will read assertion. Okay, statement assertion. Map coordinate system, okay, is the result of projection of geographic coordinate system. Now, reason. What is the reason? Projection is a mathematical transformation of okay, three-dimensional earth into two-dimensional surface. That is the paper. I read once again for your academic interest, please. So, projection of geographic coordinate system. Okay, map coordinate system is a result of okay, projection of geographical coordinate system, and assertion is projection is a mathematical transformation of three-dimensional earth into two-dimensional flat surface like paper. Now, the answer is both A and R true, but okay, assertion not correctly explains the reason correctly doesn't explain the assertion. Once again, I would like to impress upon you that map coordinate system is the result of projection of geographic coordinate system. Excellent. But it is not supported by the second statement. What is the second statement? Okay, the mathematical transformation of three dimension to two dimensional like paper is not supporting the first statement. Now, see another most important bit or just two more bits for today's class. As I said, list 1, list 2. In the list 1, work, momentum, density and wave. Very simple thing. Work, momentum, density and wavelength. So SI units. What are the SI units? So work, joule, momentum, okay, kgs per meter square, okay, kg or kg meters per second, or kg meters per work, momentum, meters per second, okay, kg, okay, is the SI unit, kg is there, kg meters per second. Now, Density is megagram per cubic meter, and finally wavelength is meters, nanometers, and everything we measure wavelength. The last bit for today's class is, which one of the following is India's first satellite launched into the space? The first satellite is not INSAT, it is Aryabhata. The answer is Aryabhata. Aryabhata is the first satellite launched into the space. Thanking you very much for your patient hearing. We meet in other classes in days to come. Thanking you very much for your patient hearing.